Welcome to this practical session. Myself, B.N. Samadar. I am from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Today, we are going to perform an experiment entitled Velocity of Sound in Air by Cone's tube. The devices are required for this experiment is one glass tube whose length is 1 meter, one loudspeaker which is kept at one end of this glass tube. At the other end, there is movable piston. It is used as a wall or a reflector for the sound wave. One audio frequency generator whose function is to produce the audio frequency AC signals whose frequency range is from 20 to 20 kilohertz. These signals are not having sufficient energy to drive the speaker for production of sound, so that one amplifier is used in between them. So AF generator produce these signals which are given to the amplifier circuit. Amplifier amplifies this signal, and now these signals are given to the loudspeaker. Loudspeaker generate audio or sound waves. Sound waves are propagated through the glass tube, hits on the wall of the piston, reflect back into the same medium. Incident sound waves and reflected sound waves are interfere with each other, and because of the interference of these waves, a new kind of wave is formed. That wave is called as stationary sound wave, whose nature is in the form of loops. In a single loop, there are two nodes and one antinode. So the node is a position in a loop where amplitude is 0, and at antinode the position is maximum. So in this way, the number of loops and total length which is to be measured. So for the measurement of velocity of sound, we have two different formulas. The first formula, that is formula for the finding the velocity of sound by using the observations, Va is equal to n lambda, and second one, by theory, Va is equal to V0 in bracket 1 plus 1 half alpha t, where V0 is the velocity of sound in air at 0 degrees Celsius. Alpha is the temperature coefficient, and small t is the temperature at which we are going to perform this experiment. So that is the room temperature. This table is used here for finding the velocity of sound from these observations. So that I am using here the first column as applied frequency. We have to perform this experiment for the different frequencies like 700 Hz, 800 Hz, 900 Hz, 1 kilohertz and 1100 Hz. For every frequency, we have to find the total number of loops formed inside that tube. It is denoted by P. The second one is we have to find the total length of air column in that tube. It is denoted by small d. After that, we have to find length per loop. Small l is equal to small d divided by P. And that length per loop is the length of a single loop. That is the distance between two successive nodes whose length is about lambda by 2. That is half of that wavelength. So for finding wavelength, we have to multiply by the value of 2 to the length of this loop. So we are getting the value lambda is equal to 2 times of L. And after that, substituting the value of lambda and applied frequency n in this equation, so we'll get the value of velocity of sound in air. So V is equal to n lambda. So this is about the theoretical part of velocity of sound by Cone's tube. Let us see the practical demonstration of this experiment. Now let us see the demonstration of this Cone's tube experiment. For this experiment, this is audio frequency generator and amplifier circuit. Both units are actually included in this block. This is Cone's tube, that is glass tube. Length is about 1 meter. At one end of this tube, one loudspeaker is used, and at the other end there is a movable piston. Now, before performing this experiment, we should clean and dry this Cone's tube, and after that we have to put this powder inside this tube, so that I'm taking here tea powder instead of lycopodium powder because in moist condition the particles of my lycopodium powder become sticky with that glass tube. So that I'm taking here a tea powder which is sprayed on the scale in this way with thin layer, which is just like making rangoli, and then insert the scale in this glass tube up to the end of this tube, and then drop down these particles inside this tube by flipping the scale. Now remove the scale from that glass tube and fix this piston at the other end of this tube. Now switch on power supply of this AFG. Initially we have to adjust the frequency of the signal given by the audio frequency generator is 700 Hz. So here the value seen in the display 0.70 kilohertz, that is equal to 700 Hz. Now make maximum amplitude of the signal. We observe number of loops inside this tube. Actually this is not happening the resonance. Actually resonance is the frequency comparison in between the frequency given by the applied signal and frequency of resonating air column. If these two frequencies are matched, maximum vibrations are observed. So in this case here, for 700 Hz of frequency of AC signal given by the audio frequency generator, we are getting number of loops. We heard maximum sound, but with the help of this piston we can adjust it and making this resonance. Actually I heard at this position at which we are getting maximum vibrations. I am writing the number of loops. The total number of loops are here. This is first loop, second loop, third loop, fourth loop. So total number of loops are 4. The length of resonating air column is 96 centimeter. So I am writing here 96 centimeter. Then length per loop is, that is total distance of length of this air column divided by the total number of loops. So it becomes 24. 96 divided by 4 is a 24. And 2 times of this value of L is the wavelength. So 2 times of 424, it becomes 48. And 48 multiplied with 700, so its value becomes 33,600 centimeter per second. So this is the velocity of sound for this frequency. Now adjust the frequency for 800 Hz. So with the help of this knob we can adjust. Now it is shifted towards 800 Hz. Yes, so this is 800 Hz. It will little bit change. Okay, so this is 800 Hz. Now make the position of this amplitude knob at higher value. So at this position we are not having maximum sound or maximum vibrations of the particle, so that I am adjusting this piston. So at this position yes, here the particles are vibrate with the maximum amplitude. The number of loops are 4. The distance is about 91 centimeter. So I am writing here number of loops are 4. Distance, total length of the air column is 91 centimeter. Then 91 divided by 4 is 22.75, and 2 times of this value is 45.5. 45 multiplied with 800, so it becomes 36,400 centimeter per second. Now for 900 hertz, okay, adjust maximum amplitude, change the position of knob at which we'll get the maximum sound or amplitude. This is maximum here, so the distance is about this is about 77.6 centimeter. So I am writing here the number of loops are 4, the distance is 77.6 centimeter, then the 77.6 divided by 4 is 19.4, and this value becomes 38.8, 2 times of this value, and 38.8 multiplied with the 900, we are getting 34,920 in centimeter per second. I am taking for 1000 and 1100 also. So for these values are, for 1000 the number of loops are suppose 4, so for which we are getting the value is about 70.4. The value of length per loop is 17.6 centimeter, and here the wavelength is about 35.2, and this multiplied with the value of frequency, so we are getting 35,200 centimeter per second. And for 1100 hertz, the loops are 4. I took that values. The value is total length in the air column 62.6 centimeter, and the length per loop is about 15.65, and lambda is about 31.5, and which is multiplied with this value, so this becomes 34,430 centimeter per second. And after that, taking the mean of all the 5 readings, so it becomes 34,910 centimeter. So I am writing here the velocity of sound in air from this observation by taking the mean value of all the 5 readings. That value becomes 34,910 centimeter per second. And from the observation, the formula is from this theory, the value is V0 in bracket 1 plus 1/2 alpha t. So that value is alpha is 1 by 273 and T is 33 degrees Celsius. So substituting all the values in this equation, so we are getting the velocity of sound in air from this mathematical formula 34,994 centimeter, 34,994 centimeter per second, that is equal to 349.94 meter per second. So in this way we can find the value of velocity of sound in air with the help of this Cones tube for different frequencies, and which is compared with the theoretical value. Thank you.